Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at top 7 cheapest bobber motorcycles for 2023. Number 7. Kawasaki Vulcan S. The Kawasaki Vulcan S is like the cool kid in the bobber gang, blending cruiser vibes with a dash of sport bike flair. Powering this beast is a 649cc parallel twin engine producing 61 horsepower and 46 pound-feet of torque that'll make you grin from ear to ear. And guess what? It feels lighter than a feather despite what its curb weight suggests. And the throttle response is like it had one too many cups of coffee. But here's the kicker, the Vulcan isn't just about power and style, it's got brains too. With ergo-fit adjustability, you can tailor this bad boy to fit you like a glove. Adjust those foot pegs, handlebars, and seats to match your height and riding style. It's like getting a custom-tailored suit, but for your bike. Oh, and did I mention it comes in 2 flavors? You've got the standard Vulcan S for that classic look, and then there's the Vulcan S Cafe, looking sporty with its cafe racer-style front cowl and blacked-out finish. Both versions are ABS equipped, so you've got that extra safety net when you're out there conquering the road. As for the price, it comes at $7.350. Whether you're commuting to work or hitting the open road on the weekends, the Kawasaki Vulcan S has got your back. Number 6. Honda Rebel 500. The Honda Rebel 500, part of the Rebel family, is one cool bobber. It's got that signature blacked-out style and a seat height that's lower than your expectations for a Monday morning meeting. But it's not just a pretty face. This bad boy comes with an updated LCD meter that's smarter than your average motorcycle, showing you stuff like what gear you're in and how much gas you're guzzling. The frame's got an ABS system and a slipper clutch, so you can confidently hit the brakes without skidding like a banana on a kitchen floor. Under the tank, there's a 471cc parallel twin engine, and let me tell you, it's the golden child in Honda's 2023 lineup. Now the price. Well, you can be the proud owner of this beast, starting at $6,450. The seat's at a comfy 27.2 inches, and it weighs in at 408 pounds. With a rake tucked in at 27 degrees, it's as nimble as your grandma's knitting needles. And don't forget the suspension. It's got more travel than your favorite travel blogger, raising the seat height by almost 4 inches compared to the Rebel. To sum it up, the Honda Rebel 500 is a bobber that's all about style and substance. So, if you're looking for a two-wheel adventure, this Rebel's got your back. Number 5. Royal Enfield Meteor 350. The Royal Enfield Meteor 350, a bobber motorcycle that's all about blending classic style with modern tech and a dash of performance. Under the tank, it packs a new 349cc engine with a fancy air oil cooling system and electronic fuel injection. It's got that long-stroke charm that bikers adore. It produces 20 horsepower and 19.9 pound-feet of torque. Plus, it boasts a 5-speed transmission, a wet multi-plate clutch, and a trusty chain final drive. Need range for those epic road trips? No worries, the Meteor rocks a 15-liter teardrop tank. And don't forget the comfy, low-slung seat for those endless rides. The Royal Enfield Meteor 350 will set you back $4,699. It's not exactly pocket change, but hey, you'll be riding in style. And for those who want to know, Royal Enfield, the company is famous for their classic-looking motorcycles, like the Royal Enfield Bullet, Classic 350, Thunderbird, and of course, our star today, the Meteor 350. Number 4. Indian Scout Bobber 20. The Indian Scout Bobber 20 is like the perfect blend of classic cool and modern muscle. Now when you look at the Scout Bobber 20, you'll notice it's got that old-school vibe going on. Bar-end mirrors, bobbed rear fender, blackout bits, fat tires, and a swanky leather seat. But here's the twist. While its Scout Bobber cousins roll with cast alloy wheels, the 20's got these fancy wire-spoke ones. Under the tank, this bad boy's packing 1133cc V-twin engine that can churn out 100 horsepower. That's some serious oomph for a bike with a 3.3-gallon tank and a seat height that's just 25 inches off the ground. Now when you've hit the road, be ready for a lively ride. The suspension's got a telescopic fork and double shocks, but they can be a bit firm for some folks. And let's not forget, the Scout Bobber 20's all about city swagger, as long as those city streets aren't too gnarly. Oh, and about the price, it starts at $13,250. So there you have it, the Indian Scout Bobber 20, A motorcycle that's got one foot in the past and the other firmly in the present. It's like a two-wheeled time traveler with style and power to spare. Number 3. Triumph Bonneville Bobber. The Triumph Bonneville Bobber is the new generation bobber that's like the cool kid who just got even cooler. It's got more oomph, fancier specs, and a sleek blacked-out finish that's basically the two-wheel equivalent of a sharp tuxedo. Under the tank, you got a liquid-cooled 8-valve SOHC, 270-degree crank angle, parallel twin engine that's packing 1200 cc of power. How much power, you ask? Well, how about 77 horsepower and a torque of 78 pound-feet? That's enough muscle to make any bike jealous. Shifting gears is a breeze with the 6-speed manual transmission, and those wide, flat handlebars are like the bike's way of saying, "Relax, I've got this." With its stripped-back style, wire-spoked wheels, low stance, and a black powder-coated swinging cage, this bike has more swagger than a rock star on stage. Oh, and here's a neat trick. There's an immobilizer transponder built into the key. No joyrides for anyone else. Plus, with a 3.1-gallon fuel tank and an adjustable position floating seat, you can go the distance in style. And last but not least, let's talk dollars and cents. The jet black version will set you back $13,800, while the red hopper is a tad pricier at $14,000. And if you're feeling fancy with the two-tone matte, well, it's worth every penny. Number 2. Moto Guzzi V9 Bobber. The Moto Guzzi V9 Bobber is one cool cat on wheels. It's a custom city cruiser and long-distance traveler rolled into one, packing an 850cc V-twin engine that's got some serious oomph. When it comes to lighting, this bad boy doesn't mess around. It's got full LED optics and a DRL headlight that's so bright it'll make you feel like an eagle soaring through the sky. Hop on, and you'll find yourself in an active and sporty riding position, mixing elegance with a dash of sportiness. The chassis is a classic double-bolted affair, giving it stability with a 57-inch wheelbase, and weighing in at 427 pounds when it's bone dry. Despite its modest displacement, this bike has a look that says, "I'm out here to play around." Unique details add to its bold character, and you've got color options to match your style. Plus, it won't break the bank when it comes to price and fuel consumption, keeping up with its class rivals. But here's the real kicker. It's not just eye candy. This Moto Guzzi V9 Bobber is designed for easy, comfortable rides, perfect for hitting the open road. As for the price, the V9 Bobber is priced at a reasonable $9,200. So if you want a bike that's not just good-looking but also practical, this one's a winner. Number 1. Indian Scout 60. The Indian Scout 60 is that cool motorcycle that's like a breeze to ride and hard to resist. Now let's talk about that engine. It's a liquid-cooled V-twin, packing a punch with 78 horsepower and 65 feet-pounds of torque. Hold on tight, it's gonna be a wild ride. But wait, there's more. The Indian Scout Bobber 60 is a sizzler in the Indian motorcycle lineup. Minimalist design, a powerful 999cc V-twin engine. It's light as a feather with that cast aluminum frame, and it's so easy to handle you might think it's doing the work for you. And they didn't skimp on comfort. Telescopic fork, dual shock rear suspension. It's got all the bells and whistles for a smooth ride. Plus, brakes for safety. And if you're into ABS, they've got an option for you too. Now let's talk dollars and cents. The 2023 Indian Scout 60 starts at $10,750. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. If you found it helpful, then make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.